Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV, and the Edmonton Oilers just put on an absolutely embarrassing performance in comparison to their past 9 hockey games, one reminiscent of what has given us so many fits over the course of this season. Now here's the thing, I'm really not sure where to go with this post game because I am very angry with how this Oilers game went, just visibly from how the Oilers played the hockey game. You could swear this team is now 5-13-12, not 13-14-1, given what we witnessed over the past 9 games. Yes, despite the loss against Tampa, they go right back to their losing ways. And oh, by the way, right, as hey, you know what? We started a new streak tonight. Losses, my friends, losses after an 8-gamer. So, yeah, no, and it's not that I want to be overly critical of the Oilers tonight. It's not that I'm really like, oh my God, the season's over either. It's just, I thought after winning maybe even just 4 games in a row, we had figured out what kind of effort is required to win hockey games. I thought the Oilers had committed to being a better team. And I mean, every year we see this false hope win streak at the start of the year. I get that, right? Every year for the past 5, there's always been this false hope 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-game win streak that just kind of bleeds into, the Oilers aren't actually this good. They're just hot right now, right? Well, I mean, here's the thing about losing tonight is from everything I watched all game long, it's not that they aren't hot anymore. It's not that they've cooled off. It's the same problem I was frustrated with at the start of the year. You talk about cup or bust, and then you show up to a game, and from the word go, you're not in it 100%. You're not in it trying to win every battle. And tonight it was evident against Florida is the amount of failed zone clears, the weak play against the boards, the lack of finish against checks, the lack of physicality overall, and really too the lack of just going out there and making your will known. That was what really upset me tonight, is just the Oilers did not push their push anything, I guess. It's not even there. They didn't push nothing tonight. To be honest with you, the Oilers just didn't show up, I guess is the best way to put it. And that's what really upsets me. I guess to put it simply. Friends, if you are new to the channel, I guess at least try and get something good out of this. If you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. But in terms of going over and telling you what happened, Calvin Pickard started this game. And again, it's another night similar to most nights during the Oilers' terrible start there, that it's not on the goaltender. But again, right, 5 goals. You'd figure if you had anybody that was a little bit above replacement level, maybe it's only 4-1. Does that feel any better? Probably not. But again, for the Oilers, I mean, you watch the Calgary Flames win a hockey game. I think that allows them to either tie us or jump us in the standings. So it's just another night where you had an opportunity, similar against Tampa. You had an opportunity tonight to do something productive, and instead you choose not to show up. You choose not to do anything that is going to benefit you when it comes to winning a season. And again, it's nights like this where you watch the Oilers absolutely just carelessly play a hockey game, lose the hockey game. Yes, are there some things we could complain about the refs? Sure there are. 100% there are. I have 2 very pointed points I'd love to make about complaining about the refs. But again, complaining about the refs after you lose just makes you look like even more of a loser, so it's not worth my point. But the tough part here, friends, is 98% of that hockey game, it felt like the Oilers just didn't give enough of a DAMN to go out there and win a hockey game. So I'm frustrated because, like I said, I thought we learned our lesson, and instead we go win 8 in a row, and now we start a losing streak almost immediately. Actually, in fact, immediately. So, no, it's a disheartening night, and the only reason to be upset is not because the Oilers suck, or not because the Oilers should just give up on the year, not just because, no. The reason to be upset is because we know, based on the past 10 games, that 80% of the time, 90% of the time, the Oilers are a much better team than this and deserve to win hockey games, unlike tonight where they just don't show up to win. and immediately just, right, terrible. And I mean, talking about one of those complaining about the ref calls, I'll tell you, as much as I'm complaining about the refs and possible goalie interference, Chris Knobloch choosing not to challenge that was absolutely mind-numbing, because 5 seconds later the Panthers scored the 3-0 goal. So, end of the day is, you know, it's not all on the players. It's not all on the goaltender. It's a little bit, the bench was a little bit of a disaster tonight as well. And I don't know at what point the experiment with Foegele and Janmark with Draisaitl is going to end. I don't know at what point we have to figure out where to find a winger. And I don't care if we win 8 in a row or we lose 8 in a row. Draisaitl needs a right winger that's going to produce points, not named Connor Brown or anyone else on the roster, because there ain't nobody capable of doing it at the elite level Leon Draisaitl requires to do Leon Draisaitl things at this current point on the NHL roster. So friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Again, I don't want to be a bitter loser tonight, but again, it's so hard not to be angry when you know that in the past 9 out of 10 games, the Edmonton Oilers have been a much better hockey team. They've cared so much more about winning than they did tonight. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I'm up on out of here.